And welcome to the Christmas special that we haven't really prepared for, so it's not going to be very good. I'm sorry, I apologise for it not being very good because it's haven't prepared and we haven't got time. It's Christmas and time is not that thing you have at Christmas. We're going to do some Christmas songs.
Yay!
And we're not going to do some Christmas songs in another sense. I hope you enjoy it. I've now got the appropriate hair for the time period we review. There you go. So we've bought the rights to all the songs to use them. So just for this special occasion. So here's the first one. Ka-ching, ding, 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 ding. When the snowman rings a snow, and it just might like to know something, something on somebody's face.
You actually know the words?
A bit of it. And when the snowman something, something. I wish it could be Christmas every day. For me, this is the best Christmas song. Is Roy Wood. It's actually Wizard. The band is called Wizard, isn't it? But it's Roy Wood. It's just Roy Wood on his own. After he went off in a huff from ELO.
I don't really have a catalogue of best Christmas songs. It's very iconic. I've heard it a lot in my lifetime.
We all have.
So it's kind of background music now, just bzzz, my brain kind of, it's a bit like a Hoover that's been left on for 60 years.
It's got this cynicism to it. You've got a cash register at the start before the song starts, and also it's really sinister. It's got something really sinister about it. It's really dark. I wish it could, you know, you can imagine in Doctor Who, the Santa Claus is singing it or something like that. It's like you can imagine it playing forever on a loop in hell.
Yeah, but that's what it does feel like sometimes.
It's deliberately like that. It's intentional, you know. Yeah. He's a master. Is Roy Wood? He's a genius. Great song.
He was on the local news the other night.
All right.
I don't know what it was for. Maybe he was performing or something like that.
I bet they mentioned his song.
Yeah.
It's the only time anyone wants to talk to on the news.
Yeah.
Anyway, next song is.
Are you hanging up a stocking on your wall? It's a time that every Santa has a ball. Does he ride a red-nosed reindeer? Has a ton upon his sleigh? Do the fairies keep him sober for a day? So here it is.
Merry Christmas, everybody's having fun.
Look
to the future now, it's only just begun. Good.
Ooh, that was good, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, Merry Christmas, everybody. This is not Merry Christmas, everyone, which I think is some 80s rubbish. We're not talking about that. Yeah, Slade. Now, I get the impression most people prefer this to the Roy Wood song. I don't. This is more obviously sort of melancholy. They're both very Christmassy.
Yeah.
Which is good, obviously. Yeah. So they're both very good. But I take the Roy Wood one over this. I think Noel Gallagher did a version of this one, and whilst it was kind of funny because he did it really grim, and that was entertaining, that sort of took something away and made me think of Oasis when that song's on. So yeah, what do you think of that one?
Again, it's another one that's been drummed into our brains over many years.
Yeah.
I suppose I associate it with the cynical side of Christmas now. Which I don't not enjoy it, but I don't actually enjoy it. I don't think
it's just there. It's playing. It's Christmas.
Let's watch some version of Top of the Pops or some collection of Christmas songs on Top of the Pops,
and I'll play that one.
Yeah, they'll play that one.
I mean, from Slade's perspective, it's all very strange. You know, people may not realise this. I don't know, but they were a proper rock band. They were a proper rock band. Apparently, seeing them live was an intense experience. And someone suggested to them, "Why don't you make a Christmas song? You can make loads of money." And the initial response, well, I think Noddy Holder's response was "fuck off." They wrote it. I think he's the bass player or whoever it is generally wrote the songs in Slade wrote it, and obviously that's what they're famous for, is going on Top of the Pops and dressing up ridiculously. It's kind of the same with Wizard as well, in a way. People think that was their thing.
Yeah, that's the danger of a Christmas song, isn't it? If you write a good one, that's it.
Which is interesting in the context of the next song.
They said there'll be snow at Christmas. They said there'll be peace on earth. But instead it just kept on raining. A veil of tears for the Virgin's birth. I remember one Christmas morning a winter's light and a distant choir, and the peal of a bell and that Christmas tree smell, and their eyes full of tinsel and fire. They sold me a dream of Christmas, they sold me a silent night, and they told me a fairy story till I believed in the Israelite. And I believed in Father Christmas, and I looked at the sky with excited eyes, till I woke with a yawn in the first night of dawn, and I saw him through his disguise. I wish you
I believe in Father Christmas. I believe in Santa Claus. Very
Yeah.
good. Yes, something, something, something. Yeah, Greg Lake. I've already reviewed this technically on Works Volume 2, but this is from ELP. This song is the one most people are going to have heard. I wonder how Keith Emerson feels about that. I don't know. But he had a big hit single on his own as a solo artist between Brain Salad Surgery and Works, actually.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's a really famous song for people. People who know that song won't know who Greg Lake is.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. It's not actually a Christmas song. It just mentions Father Christmas. It's quite a grim, anti-war and that kind of thing song, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so.
Next song.
They told me
Pum-pum,
a newborn king to see.
pa-ra-pa-pum-pum,
Our finest gifts we bring
pa-ra-pa-pum-pum,
to lay before the king.
pa-ra-pa-pum-pum,
Rum-pa-pum-pum.
David Bowie. Little Drummer Boy. And obviously the version we're talking about obviously is David Bowie and Bing Crosby. It's not really the music that's interesting there, it's just there's a whole surreal video to it of David Bowie arriving at the door at Bing Crosby's house. I know it's been talked about so much, but it is brilliant and it's so surreal. It's great. And it's an old song, obviously.
It's like it's something from the mind of David Lynch.
But actually, that's a proper Christmas song, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's not a modern Christmas song, it's a proper Christmas song.
And that is a song. I mean, obviously, I don't think we're talking specifically this version, but that song in general, when that comes on the radio, when you're wandering around the aisles with a shopping trolley,
You feel Christmas.
yeah, and you can't help but do a little rap-a-bum-bum.
And I think there's a more modern version put out recently, obviously, which is wrong, and we don't count that. No, we only count old versions. Next song. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Hey!
I think that really the best Christmas songs are the proper Christmas songs, like I
Yeah.
said. So this is another one that's a proper Christmas song. It's Jingle Bells. You sing it at school, and a bit like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Then all the other reindeers had a very shiny nose. Is the best line, obviously.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Yeah, again, I like there's something, I think, obviously because Christmas is what it's about nostalgia and things like that, the older ones are appealing. So this one, which is actually, is it 50s, I think? It must be 60s, probably.
Yeah. Well, what do you think of, is it Rocky Robin?
Rocky Robin. Is that a
I
Christmas
think
song?
that's a Christmas song.
That's very good.
Yeah.
A live version by the Jacksons, actually, is really good.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think that, but it is. It's a good
It's
version.
Jingle Bell Rock anyhow, it's alright.
Um,
Let me get viruses on my computer. The mood is right, the spirit's up. We're here tonight, and that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
So we're into the upper echelons of master composers making Christmas songs, and Paul McCartney made this sort of plinky Christmas song, and it's very memorable. Like a lot of his solo stuff, it's memorable. Is it good? It's memorable. It's the best thing I'll say about it. He has done good stuff since he left the Beatles. There just isn't a huge amount of it. Some of it's great. Even in the 80s, there's a couple of good songs. It's not very Christmassy though, is it? Though?
Wow, this Okay, I mean, we could get into a discussion about what was missing from the mix when it was Paul McCartney, John Lennon, and sort of why
they couldn't do it apart. Yeah, I remember John Lennon couldn't do it apart either. He did more albums than I used to think. He did quite a few albums, and there's a lot of rubbish. There's some fantastic stuff, but there is a lot of rubbish. I don't say that lightly, you know. I'm not someone who wants to slag off the Beatles and all that stuff. It's just a lot of it is just junk, you know. Strange. It's like maybe they were burnt out and that writing situation changed, and then they couldn't.
I just think they added something to each other's music that made it a much better thing. So Paul McCartney's quite good at writing ditties and tunes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
John Lennon's quite creative in turning that into something interesting.
I suppose so.
So he'd add a bit of humour or something like that to the song that would.
I mean, Day in the Life is the one, isn't it, where they're meshed, and that something really throwaway by McCartney becomes something fantastic in a thing that.
Interesting. Maybe we'll discuss that at some point.
Yeah, maybe. Next song. It's Christmas time. And something.
Very serious, because people are going hungry at Christmas time.
Feed the world,
let them know it's Christmas time. It should be really good, Kev. I mean, it's got really pure motives, hasn't it?
Is it really appropriate to say this isn't any good? Apparently, because it's written by, who wrote it? He's a bit like Adrian Belew, actually. He's that kind of character, except without the creativity.
What's his name? I can't remember.
That's it. Like force majeure. Midge-you.
So, Sir Bob Geldof.
Yeah, Sir Bob
Gets
Geldof.
all the praise, and Midge wrote the song.
Well, supposedly, Bob Geldof came to him and played It's Christmas Time. And then, okay, play it again. It's Christmas time. And it was just different every time he played, so he doesn't. What did he write? He didn't write the notes, so what did he write? It's interesting, isn't it? And he actually, the thing went in Live 8 where Bob Geldof came out and sung it was his Boomtown Rats song, I think. And he invited Midge to say, come out and play it with me, And he went out without him and left him and sung it on his own.
Oh, no way.
That's quite funny, I think. And obviously they re-release the song with new people, and they're always diminishing stars.
Yeah.
So with each new release, the people on it are less famous.
Yeah.
And it isn't that it's because we think the older people are better. It's just that those people on the first one, it's still the same people. Take out the 80s Duran Duran crapheads, and if you made a new one with all the most famous people, it'd be the same people.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to listen to it. So you should probably buy it next time it comes out, I would imagine. Please don't reply with weird political stuff about how it's evil or something. We don't care about that. Wrong video. Next one.
So this is Christmas, hey, and that's what have you done, B minor. Another year over, E, and a new one just begun, hey.
Not convinced, but we'll do that anyway. Yeah. That doesn't sound right at all.
So this is Christmas, what have you done? Another year over, and a new one just begun. And so this is Christmas, I hope you have fun. The here and the dear one, the old and the young. A very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's hope it's a good one, without any fear.
That might actually have been near the right. Is this actually the best song we're doing? I'm not going to say it's the best Christmas song, but out of the songs we do, is this the best song?
Actually, having sung some of them now, I quite like the Greg Lake one.
The Greg Lake one is a very good song, yeah. It's not very Christmassy, but it's a very good song.
Yeah. I think that's my fave. Is this the best song? Don't know. It's up there.
I think it's in a way it's got both, because it feels Christmassy and it's actually a good song separately from that as well, which is quite a difficult thing to struggle. Whereas I mean, I really wish it could be Christmas, but that's a cynical Christmassiness thing, and that's what I like about it. So it's a different thing, isn't it? Yeah. So Merry Christmas. Thank you.
We'll see you in the new year.
We're sorry this video wasn't better, but we actually had to make this up on the spot.
Yeah.
And throw some decorations together at the last minute.
Oh, I think you'd admit it's very Christmassy.
It's very Christmassy.
Yeah.
Have a good one. We won't be back next week. That's for certain. But I think we'll be back the one after that. Yes.
Ooh, wow.
It's all very complicated, so we don't.
Yeah.
We are on holiday. It is impossible for us to do our videos for a bit, for some days. Have a good one, and peace and things like that.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for all your comments this year.
Stille Nacht, stille Nacht. Frühling spielst den Blackstoff, Sandsfallen. Roll dann Siegen, Haken und Sacken. Hüten mehr für mich.